Every time you pull up to the gas pump, you aren't just paying for fuel, you're paying a neglect tax. The average driver bleeds over $1,200 a year on gas, but here is the shocker. Up to 30% of that fuel never helps your car move. It's being wasted by 9 tiny sensors that are currently suffocating under a layer of oil and road grime. These sensors cost as little as $12 to maintain, yet ignoring them is the leading cause of silent engine failure, including one sensor that can melt a $2,000 catalytic converter without ever even triggering a check engine light. If your car feels sluggish or your fuel needle is dropping faster than it used to, you need to see this. Number 9. Intake air temperature sensor. The intake air temperature (IAT) sensor is the most underestimated component under your hood. Think of it as the engine's thermometer. Cold air is dense and packed with oxygen, requiring more fuel for a powerful combustion. Warm air is thinner and needs less. Your car's computer uses the IAT's data to fine-tune that air-fuel mixture dozens of times every single second. Here is the problem. Over time, the sensor gets blinded by a film of oil vapor and microscopic dust. On most modern cars, this sensor is tucked inside the mass airflow housing, but on many imports and older domestic models, it sits alone in the intake tube. When it gets coated in grime, it sends lazy data. Your computer thinks the air is warmer than it actually is, leaning out the mixture and causing rough idles and a massive drop in MPG. The crazy part? It rarely triggers a light because the sensor isn't broken, it's just wrong. The fix is a $12 can of MAF cleaner and 2 minutes of your time. Just be sure to check your manual first, as many DIYers waste hours hunting for a separate sensor that was actually built into the MAF assembly the whole time. Number 8. Throttle Position Sensor. The Throttle Position Sensor, or TPS, is essentially the bridge between your right foot and the engine's brain. It tells the computer exactly how wide the throttle plate is open so it can dump the perfect amount of fuel. When this signal gets noisy or inconsistent, your car starts acting possessed. You'll feel hesitation when you merge, a hunting idle that bounces up and down, or even weird transmission shifts. Now, this is where mechanics make their Christmas bonus. They'll see those symptoms and immediately quote you for a brand new TPS. But here's the professional secret. It's usually not the sensor, it's carbon buildup. Over thousands of miles, blow-by gases create a sticky black ring around the throttle plate, preventing it from closing fully. The sensor is reporting the truth, the plate is open, but the computer is fighting to lower the idle. Before you buy a sensor, grab a $10 can of throttle body cleaner and an old toothbrush. Clean that plate until it shines. If the symptoms persist, check the connector for corrosion before spending a dime on parts. Number 7. Crankshaft Position Sensor. This is the one sensor that can turn your car into a 2-ton paperweight in a heartbeat. The crankshaft position sensor monitors the exact rotation of the engine's spine. If the computer loses this signal, it has no idea when to fire the spark plugs. The result? Zero start. But what makes this sensor truly devious is that it rarely dies all at once. It usually fails thermally. The car starts fine in the morning, but once the engine gets hot, the internal electronics inside the sensor expand and lose contact. You'll be sitting at a red light and the engine just stops. You'll wait 20 minutes for it to cool down, and like magic, it starts right back up. Most people waste a fortune replacing fuel pumps or batteries chasing this ghost. You can't clean this one. If it's failing, it's toast. However, before you replace it, look at the wires. These sensors live in the hottest, dirtiest part of the engine bay. A frayed wire or a $5 corroded plug is often the real culprit. And a pro tip: if you see codes for both the crank and cam sensors simultaneously, don't buy sensors. Your timing chain has likely stretched, and no amount of new electronics will fix a mechanical timing failure. Number 6. Camshaft Position Sensor. While the crank sensor monitors the bottom of the engine, the camshaft position sensor watches the top. It tells the computer exactly which cylinder is ready for a fuel squirt. When this sensor starts to degrade, your car will develop a long crank, you'll turn the key, and the engine will spin for 5 or 6 seconds before it finally stumbles to life. Much like its cousin downstairs, this sensor loves to fail intermittently when warm. It's a mechanic's dream because by the time you tow the car to the shop, the sensor has cooled down, the car starts perfectly, and they charge you a diagnostic fee for doing nothing. Before you fall into that trap, check for oil leaks. The valve cover gasket sits right above the sensor, and oil is a notorious insulator. If oil leaks into the sensor's electrical plug, it creates a false failure. A quick blast of electrical contact cleaner might be all you need to save $200. Number 5. Manifold Absolute Pressure Sensor. Depending on what you drive, your car uses either a mass airflow sensor or this, the Manifold Absolute Pressure MAP sensor. Some high-performance cars even use both. The MAP sensor calculates engine load by measuring the vacuum inside the intake. If this sensor is dirty or failing, your car's brain thinks you're climbing a mountain when you're actually idling at a stoplight. You'll see a 20% to 30% drop in fuel economy almost overnight. But before you let a shop talk you into a replacement, look at the vacuum line attached to it. $2 rubber hose that has cracked or slipped off is responsible for nearly half of all bad map sensor diagnoses. If the hose is solid, you can clean the sensor with specialized electronics cleaner, but be warned, the sensing element inside is thinner than a wedding veil. Never stick a Q-tip or a wire inside that hole, or you'll be buying a new one instantly. Number 4. Engine coolant temperature sensor. This is a $10 part that has the power to melt a $4,000 engine. The engine coolant temperature (ECT) sensor isn't just for your dashboard gauge. It's the primary data point the computer uses to decide how much fuel to spray and, more importantly, when to turn on the cooling fans. If this sensor fails cold, the computer thinks the engine is forever in a blizzard. It will dump massive amounts of extra fuel into the cylinders. This fuel washes the protective oil off your cylinder walls, causing permanent engine wear, while simultaneously overheating the engine because the fans never kick on. You could warp your cylinder head because of a sensor that costs less than a lunch special. If you're seeing green crusty buildup corrosion on the sensor plug, replace it immediately, and never ever buy this part from a junkyard. It's a wear item that should always be bought new. Number 3. Knock sensor. Think of the knock sensor as a mechanical ear bolted to your engine block. Its only job is to listen for knock or pinging, which is essentially the sound of your engine trying to explode itself. The moment it hears that metallic tink-tink sound, it tells the computer to retard the ignition timing to save the engine. But when this sensor fails, the computer goes into limp mode or a safe map. It assumes the worst and pulls all your power. Your car will feel like it's towing a boat, your acceleration will turn into a suggestion rather than a command, and your MPG will tank. You can't clean these, and they are usually buried deep under the intake manifold, making them a nightmare to reach. Before you commit to the labor, check your heat shields. A loose, rattling heat shield can trick a good knock sensor into thinking the engine is knocking. Fix the rattle and you might just fix your sensor problem. Number 2. Oxygen sensor. The oxygen O2 sensor is the single biggest thief of your gas money. It lives in the blistering heat of your exhaust, measuring how much unburned fuel is escaping. Here's the scary part: O2 sensors lazy with age. They don't just die, they just start reporting slower and slower. This can lead to a 40% loss in fuel efficiency. That's nearly $900 a year for the average driver, without ever triggering a check engine light. By the time the light finally comes on, the damage is already done. All that excess fuel has likely poisoned your catalytic converter. Do not listen to the hacks online telling you to soak these in gasoline or clean them with a torch. You will destroy the delicate platinum coating inside. These are maintenance items. If you have over 100,000 miles, replacing your upstream O2 sensors is the best investment you can make for your car's longevity. Number 1. Mass airflow sensor. This is the king of car care secrets. The mass airflow (MAF) sensor is the most common reason people overpay at repair shops. It uses a tiny heated wire to measure the weight of the air entering the engine. That wire is incredibly sensitive and it gets fuzzed up with dust and oil every time you drive. A dirty MAF sensor is a master of disguise. It will throw codes for the O2 sensors, lean codes, rich codes, and even transmission codes. I've seen people spend $1,500 on parts they didn't need, only to find out a $12 can of MAF cleaner would have fixed the whole thing in 10 minutes. If you use a reusable or oiled air filter, you need to clean this sensor every single oil change, as the oil from the filter often coats the wire. It's the easiest DIY job on this list, and it can literally save you thousands over the life of your vehicle. Bonus sensor number 1. Exhaust gas recirculation valve position sensor. Hidden in the back of the engine is the EGR position sensor. It monitors a valve that recirculates exhaust to keep your engine cool and clean. Over time, carbon, which is basically engine soot, clogs this valve. The sensor then reports that the valve is stuck. Most mechanics will just tell you to replace the whole EGR assembly, which can be hundreds of dollars. In reality, you can usually just remove the valve and the sensor and spray them down with carb cleaner. Once that carbon is gone, the sensor can see again and your rough idle will vanish. It's a 15-minute job that most people completely ignore. Bonus sensor number 2. Tire pressure monitoring system. Finally, the TPMS sensor. This is the only sensor on the list that isn't under the hood, but it's one of the most important for your safety. These sensors have a small internal battery that usually dies after 7 to 10 years. When that battery goes, the sensor stops talking to your car. Most drivers just ignore the low tire light, but that is a dangerous game. An underinflated tire builds up heat rapidly, which leads to blowouts at highway speeds. If one sensor battery is dead, the other 3 are right behind it. Replace them as a set when you get new tires to save on the labor costs and keep your family safe. Before you go out and buy any of the sensors we discussed today, I need you to do one thing. Take 5 minutes and look at the electrical connector itself. Heat, vibration, and moisture turn these plugs into a mess of green corrosion. I have seen hundreds of failed sensors that were actually perfectly healthy. They just couldn't talk through a dirty plug. Grab a can of electrical contact cleaner, spray the pins, and make sure the connection is tight. Don't hand a mechanic $500 for a repair you can do with a $5 can of spray. If this breakdown helped you understand your car a little better, hit that like button and subscribe. We're on a mission to keep your car on the road and your money in your pocket. Now pop that hood and see what's going on under there.